Hello everybody, welcome back. We're moving down, which is fine. It's fine. And there is a support that exists on both Bitcoin and Ethereum as of this moment in time. Right now, basically. It's only a 4-hourly support, but it could be a really good one. It actually could be reversal time, but I'm not going to be telling you that that's definitely going to happen. There is no crystal ball, there's no guarantees. But if you want to join the Patreon, we're doing a live stream tonight. If you want to join for that, links in the description below. It's a monthly subscription, obviously, you get 2 live streams a week. So let's get started on today's video. Just for Bitcoin and Ethereum, tomorrow we've got stuff going on, a lot of stuff going on actually. Press conference, FOMC, economic predictions, Fed interest rate decision, inflation rate year-on-year. Oh my god, tomorrow is going to be, wow. There's a lot going on tomorrow, let's just say that. So, if you are some form of fundamental analyst and you've got some bias towards either up or downside, I suppose getting into positions today would be wise, because if it turns out to be a good thing tomorrow, bullish on markets or for whatever reason, well, I can tell you that with all that stuff going on a single day, it's gonna be a big one. Obviously, if the decisions are the other way, it's going to be horrendous, and we're going to die and never return. That's the extreme views. I'm more of a trader, and so let's have a little look about what's really going on. So Ethereum and Bitcoin both doing the same thing. There's no difference between them. 4-hourly, 200 simple moving averages being retested now. Now the prior 4-hourly candle body hit the 200 exponential moving average, which had a small bounce and then continuation down. So is this a prediction as to what's going to happen on this 4-hourly? We had a move down to it, we bounced, we continued down, we closed below. Well, we're not closed below actually, but we've come all the way down to this level. So, both charts, both Bitcoin and Ethereum, both doing the same thing, both holding on to a golden cross of the simple moving average. Now, it doesn't always happen, but I like to talk about it. If you get a golden cross, so you got one here, you got another one here, if you're going to retest them, you would expect a V-shaped recovery from them, to be honest. That's the more likely thing to happen. And if that were to happen, that would be a move on Bitcoin to the tune of 6.5%, and Ethereum probably about the same, to be honest with you. Let's just measure that out. Back up to where it was last. It was about a good 11% really. So there's evidence. There is evidence to say that that's the case. Now, when you're coming down into these moving averages like this and you're expecting a bounce, what you'd want to see is some kind of bullish divergence. Now, the money flow index, it's definitely got it. 1, 2, 3. We've got it. Bitcoin, what we got for you? 1, 2, 3. It's not as pronounced, to be honest with you, but it certainly is on Ethereum. So we've got bullish divergence on the money flow index, nothing on the RSI. So volume, yes. Momentum, no. Let's take it down to a smaller term time frame. Any bullish divergence? No. So unfortunately, despite that retest, which is a bullish retest and something that I'd normally like to play, if it's not coupled with some kind of bullish divergence, really. It really is like a knife catch. That's basically what you're looking at. You're looking to catch that knife. That's basically what you're looking to do. So if we're looking at over here at Bitcoin on the daily, we've not reached the bottom of the Bollinger Band yet, which is 67,000 flat, so another $800 to go. And then below that, these are 50 simple, 65,800, 65,200 to the horizontal. So there's plenty of other areas where we can turn this around. Now, so far, this is a nice red candle. This is it's early days. I've already done the school run, and this is the price action. We exist in a red candle. Outside of that, we don't have any negative crosses on the Ichimoku cloud, which again is relatively. It's not bullish, but it's not bearish either. We're still in the midst of a pump signal that was generated when we broke out of the cloud here at 67,000, so maybe that has something to play. I'm not going to say that it is. I'm trying to spin this in a bullish light for you. I don't know why. It's not my intention to be like a perma bull or a perma bear. The chances are, like I said yesterday, we go down. But if there's going to be an opportunity to bounce, it does exist now, not 4 hourly. And if we lose that 4 hourly, then we have to accept that further downside is probably going to be more likely. And I'd probably be looking down towards the bottom of this range, 65,000 ish area, around about that area. But to be fair with you, you know, it's still a massively bullish chart. And we can come down to tag 63,000, we can come down to tag 61,000. We've seen it all before. And all of this area above 61,000 is massively bullish. In fact, I would make the case that this should be a dip buy. If you make it down to the 21 exponential, it ought to be bought. So let's have a look at the momentum over here. So we had our bearish divergence, 1, 2 drives, caused the pullback, continuation down. It just shows the lack of volume coming into this at the moment. Yeah, the trickling down of the volume. I don't look at the volume profile much, but you know, it's not been big since the infancy. You know, when we were buying Bitcoin ourselves, you know, down in the 20s, that's when the volume was highest. That's where the smart money went in. This, I'm not going to say isn't smart money. And remember, this is only Binance's chart. It doesn't account for any of the ETF volume, which is enormous still. But it trickled off. So smart money came in here, and then everybody else came in around here, which is fine. It's all perfectly fine. I'm not saying, I don't like the word dumb money. I mean, it's dumb if you're buying a parabolic peak of some kind of, you know, meme coin or whatever. But you know, this is a strong chart generally, so even putting money in at any one of these moving averages, I probably wouldn't say is a terrible idea. I've seen worse ideas. So all I'm trying to spin across here is that, yeah, 4 hourly is offering support. It's not very convincing. It does exist. We are hitting it. We probably will come down to it again. That's your last chance before you sort of drop down further to like 65,000 and maybe a bit lower. So we'll see. Not much different to yesterday, apart from today we are at a support. I know that today, Tuesdays, well, they used to be pretty cool, to be honest with you. They're not that good anymore. Yeah, I just think it's going to be an extension of what I said yesterday, which is further down for everybody. But only opportunities exist at lower entries, and not fear. And you shouldn't get too afraid. So have a look at the total 2 on the 4 hourly. So we've already lost these areas on the total 2, so that's unfortunate. The total 2 has lost the plot and broken down below supports. Not FP. Total 3. That's what I want to see. Oh my god. I don't know if I told you. I know the patrons know. I absolutely destroyed one of my fingers the other day, so I've got a really stiff finger because I trapped it in a window. Right, so look, yeah, so the 4 hourly on the total 3 is wrecked city as well, unfortunately. So it doesn't look good for altcoins, I have to say. It doesn't look good at all. And there's no short signal on this on the daily, so only supports exist on horizontals and moving averages. Which again, like I said yesterday, we could move down to as little as another 5 to as much as a 30% pullback. And I can appreciate that, you know, hearing that, you go, between 5 and 30. So, well, yeah. I know what it sounds like. It sounds like I don't know what I'm on about. I project further downside. That's what I said yesterday. I project further downside. But, you know, with every day that goes by, you can't hold the same bias. You've got to look for changes of behavior, changes of momentum, changes of volume, all kinds of stuff. Even changes of the trading environment. Hence, me talking about all those things that are on the calendar for tomorrow. So, yeah, as little as 5%, as much as 30%. I know it sounds ridiculous to say that, but it's true. When time passes, things change, you know, and when things change, price might change. Whether that goes more bullish or more bearish, we don't really know until time passes and the environment, we can adapt to that environment. But as of yesterday, that's what the measurements were, between 5 and 30% for altcoins, not so much for Bitcoin, but for altcoins. Hopefully you can understand that, what I'm trying to say by saying that, and not saying that, I'm just going to make up a number out of the blue. No. We don't know how deep or how long a consolidation or correction will go for. We got to see if it gathers momentum or it picks up, because it could. Imagine if there was a rate cut. Can you imagine that? A rate cut. Oh, I don't know if you're aware, but you know the ECB did one. Canada's done one. Why wouldn't America do one? I can give you reasons why they wouldn't. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. But imagine if they did. And they could. And they might. You just don't know, alright? Nobody knows. Which is why tomorrow will be a big deal, and the rest of the week will give us a bit more conviction as to which direction we're going to go for probably the next week to come. Right, other than that, I'll leave it with you there. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join the Patreon. Take it easy.